Hey man, welcome to the show.
Yeah.
What's happening, everybody? It's your resident black Spider-Man. It's Lynn in the building. What's happening, everyone? Gents, come on, greet everyone.
What's happening, baby? What's
happening,
good?
Yeah, let's introduce yourself.
So let me introduce my amazing co-host to the man to my right here.
I'm Jordy.
What's happening, that shit?
I'm Jordy. Respect. Yeah, shout out to Jordy.
Shout out to Jordy, bro.
Shout out to Jordy.
Shout out to
Shout out to Jordy. Nadaraj. Jordy.
Shout out to Millie, bro.
Shout out to Millie. My heart. Let's go, Millie.
Another guy over here. What's your name, man?
My name's Nathaniel.
My name's Daniel. It's all white and handsome, that's all there is to it.
The Daniel.
The Daniel.
The Daniel.
And who's this over here?
You know me, is Jabu Snow Bunny Killer.
You know who I am, man. Tall, dark, and handsome.
Christian. Still know your name though.
Master Splinter.
Exentacion.
We have a very special guest here.
Hey.
My apprentice.
That's it.
My leash, my grasshopper. My young Cameron. Introduce yourself.
Shout out to Cameron.
Shout out to Cameron, guys.
Is it DJ Free yeah?
Let's plug himself.
Plug.
Hey, follow the boy. Hey, guys, what are you feeling? What's on your mind?
What's your name, man?
Jordy, take it away, bro.
I got through the first block of varsity, bro. I feel good.
Hey, man,
I made it somehow. I got nailed in every aspect possible, but like I made it, so I feel good, feel positive. And I'm just gonna during this break, just gonna read a couple of things, get better at some theory, and I'll be good.
How long is the break?
It's like 10 days. Something like that.
Don't waste your time doing work in the break.
I have to, or else I will fail. So I have no choice.
Nah, I'm chilling on the reg, dude. I've just been vibing my past 8 weeks.
Vibe.
Chilling.
No, literally, I've never been under so much academic stress in my entire life.
Like the stuff
Mental.
because it's all like design stuff, and I've been doing that for like 2 years. I've been chilling, dude. But all my projects I do next week, but it's whatever. Chill.
Do you get a break?
Yeah, but it's like 7 days.
No, bro, we're having a braai at 1 in the morning. We are doing it. That's what's happening.
Yeah, man.
Brian, 1 in the morning.
Celebratory braai. Celebratory.
Celebratory.
How are you feeling, man?
To me, you skipped yourself.
You skipped yourself.
To be bro, you're not the MC.
I was
You must also be part of this, bro. You can't just distribute.
I was literally about to say this guy thinks he's a host of the show.
Listen, yeah, bro. I'm the creator. Quentin Tarantino. Nah, man, I'm feeling good, man. Life after high school has been amazing. No maths, no physics, no maths.
No maths.
60s and 70s.
What did you get from that?
Hey, bro, we're up there with the 40s, bro.
No, you went to the line. You're pretty. Really?
What do you mean only, bro? We're talking. We're talking 40.
That was a grind.
That's a grind, bro.
I appreciate it, respect.
Nice one, bro.
Anyways.
He's not 40.
For physics or for maths?
Dude. You made it.
And
That's
you
all
know,
that counts.
my physics teacher was like, you know, you might top student, you can get my A at the end of the year. I was like, yeah, man, I won't.
You're like 50% short.
That's why I dropped science, dude. I saw grade 11 finals.
You dropped twice.
No, I dropped science.
Oh, I thought you said you dropped.
Dude, I dropped every subject, dude.
Bro.
I literally did drop every subject. But science.
That was
Science
40-something%.
There were so many kids dropping from science that I literally wished I was a part of science so I could be part of the crew that were talking about having dropped science. Because they were having such a good time just vibing. Being like, bro, science was hard, and I'm just there like, yes, dude, I'm doing like history.
Went to geography.
Geo was the one, guys.
Geography.
Yeah, man.
Geo was also fire, guys. That was a great subject.
Shout out to Mr. Hawk, dude.
Shout out to Carl, bro.
If you're listening, Hawk, I wasn't in your class, but I respect you.
There was a time when I watched Mr. Hawk poo. Literally.
You genuinely did.
I literally watched
Wait a minute, what?
because we the geography tour, so we went to like Wisconsin. Wait, hold on, let me tell the story.
Bro, come on.
I watched this guy's poo. I was bummed, dude. Wait, let me tell the story.
This is vulgar, but okay.
It was a geography tour, and then everyone was kayaking in this dam, like you kayak to where you sleep the next night, and then Tyron and I were sharing a kayak, and I was like, Tyron, let's just go straight home. And then we were going to skip the halfway midday stop, and then Mr. Hawk called us back, and I was like, yes, I actually have to poo, like really bad. I had to poo, like bad. it was coming out of me. I was like, either I pooed in the kayak or I went to the island. That was my option. So then yeah, dude. And then I arrived at the island, just got out the boat, grabbed my toilet paper, I was running. I ran around this bush because I didn't want anyone to see me poo, dude. And then I turned around, I checked in the dark. Oh, pissed out, literally pooing. And
I can see you run past.
no, I hit back again and I just waited, and then he walked past like, how's it, Daniel?
It's a nightmare.
Yes, that's right. I never
That is
been the
horrible,
same.
bro. That is genuinely
I
horrible.
respect that, man.
Well, you've seen the dark sides of
You guys are technically married now.
Yeah, you guys are together. That's
Just bro, with that in mind, what's
a level of intimacy. It's a level of intimacy you'll never reach.
Moving on from that
Sorry, I just had to
drop
drop that
of story. Get it?
Naturally.
What's on my mind? School, like varsity. When I'm tired now. I can say high school, in fact, 12 years of school is nothing compared to the 3 months I've done so far.
I feel like if there's any second years or something listening to us, they're just like, yes, you kids are pledged.
Yeah.
Good for them.
Second, third, or fourth years, anyone. Like,
No, if you're fourth year, you're chilling, you just have to write papers to stuff those guys.
Bro, I wish I could comment chat, but I'm the only one who's still in school.
Oh yeah.
I'll get to you, Cameron.
it's fine.
Shout out to Freya.
2000.
But yeah, the other day, me and my friends and I were thinking of starting a podcast. Besides this, but like just
You're
deep
cheating
outs.
on us,
No, it's like just deep outs.
Yeah,
Like
fair
just
enough.
That's
Name
alright.
of
calm down, gents.
House music speaks a lot.
Nah, but like literally, like just making mixes and all that and posting them.
Nice.
And then, because we like going to Truth and like interviewing some DJs, but actually like doing a vlog with them.
That's cool.
That's
That's really sick.
That's cool, bro.
Just thinking about doing that. So
This is the
then,
last time you see.
Wait until I get back.
no,
The transfer.
So this is we put them on a platform and then you just
no,
use that.
You just-
Yeah.
actually on the real, actually want to speak to you and see if you'd like to help us out.
Me?
Certain things, yeah.
Ah,
you
I see.
Then you can't do
How much are you gonna pay?
Broke you some of the friends.
How much are you gonna pay Linda?
5,000.
Why should I pay him if
No.
I'm giving him experience, bro?
Oh, you
Hey.
can't give someone exposure bucks and expect them to like live the rest of their life on that.
Nah, but like we just homies. Like we're not trying to get money out of it or anything.
Yeah, man.
Yet, you know,
Get.
because you know we're trying to get that
So then-
financial start. You know?
Sauce.
So would you
And,
still not pay Linda if you were making money?
I would pay him, dude. Like he's literally doing the
I'd
water
see him
bar.
like, where did those shoes come from? Youngster?
That's coming with Gucci and Versace.
Yeah.
But like yeah, and then we think of dropping a T-shirt, you know, like bruh, T-shirts and all that. So not for the podcast, but like for our squad. We call ourselves BGS, Black Guy Society, you know what I mean? Not black guy, bad guy. Why would I say black guy?
So,
Yeah, Shorty, you're a racist, eh?
Oh, we're getting in.
Yeah, but otherwise, otherwise it was a standy, man. A1. Shout out to Free.
Cameron, bro, what's happening?
tell us about yourself, actually.
What's happening? First, introduce yourself to the people, bro.
Wait, didn't you do that already?
Oh, no, we don't know much about this man.
Tell us what grade are you in, Cameron?
Hey, bro, I'm in grade 10, but everyone knows I'm out of school, dude. Everyone knows I'm out of
I
school.
literally thought you were like grade 11.
Yeah, man, this man's old, bro. He's old, bro.
He's been walking with us, bro.
You're an old soul, wow.
Bruh, I like failed school 3 times, dude. That's why I'm only back. That's why I'm only back.
Shout out to my girls up.
I mean,
Nah, bruh.
it's not helping, bro. If he's failed 3 times.
You're terrible.
No, I just got him, right? She just came under my wing. Anyways.
Keep going, Cam.
Yeah, bruh. So, as I say, I'm the only guy in school there, bruh, so it sucks, dude. It sucks, dude. Only you guys, I see you guys all the time, right? You guys are busy, like, enjoying life out of school and stuff like that, bruh. I mean, I'm still chilling in school, dude.
Nah, you must enjoy it, but it's
Honestly,
And I'm telling you now,
workload.
biology is not a joke, dude.
Africans.
Like, bruh, Afrikaans, I'm not even passing, dude. That's not even a concern.
Drop me.
Nah, I was clowning off Afrikaans, dude.
Dude, if there's such thing as Afrikaans lit, bruh, I'd be in that class already, dude.
Afrikaans
You know that?
lit will be Afrikaans literacy, you know that. So you'll just be doing stories and poems all the time.
I'd rather.
Cameron's face like,
Okay.
I lost it. Took an L, dude.
But yeah, otherwise school just gotta survive these last like 2.5 years. But then otherwise for me, yeah, dude, this is a long time, bro.
what do you do, man?
What do I do?
What do you love?
Bruh, I love music.
Honeys.
Yeah, man.
I love music.
The snow.
Bass.
Snow bunnies.
No, from personal experience, I don't know anyone who drops so many fire. Just know so many fire mixes. You just Cameron every time Cameron gets that aux cord, you know, like I know there's gonna be some good deep house
Shout out to
coming out
Jabulani
fast.
and Cameron,
Yeah, bro. Jab's too
Man
much.
also is a bit back. But yeah, for me, like my main thing is music, bro. I'd love to like be able to open up a studio one day and just have people come in and I record, dude. And also, bro, for me, DJing was also a big thing, a part of my life, bro. I managed to earn quite a bit of cash off of that at a time when I was doing gigs and I was going at it. But yeah, for me, I wanna get onto big stages, dude. I wanna get onto big stages, dude.
Yeah, man.
That's sick.
That's
That's
cool.
amazing.
Karabo, yeah.
Yeah. Really grasshopper.
I wanna be the next white black coffee, dude.
White coffee.
White coffee.
Jacobs.
White chocolate. They call it. They just call it cappuccino.
Dude, it doesn't sound too bad, bro.
I'm sorry, sick.
DJ Latte.
DJ Latte.
DJ Latte.
Ah, it's horrible.
Come on.
Thanks for being on cam.
Yeah.
Ah, bro, thanks, man.
Yeah, with me, I'm the working man here. Old soul, designing and videography, that kind of stuff. Earning that paper, real
So
stuff.
we see you driving a BMW.
Hey, bro, don't not sweat me, bro.
You're selling drugs, dude.
No, that's weird. I don't SARS listening to this podcast. But yeah, guys, I've been working and this year's been really busy, not lie. Health-wise, let me get a bit morbid out here. This week has been a bit tough. I've been getting like some really weird headaches and migraines this past week, so I've been a bit ill. I might go see the doctor. I don't really want to.
Bro, you
I do not want to go see the
must.
doctor.
Let it go.
Go get that check.
just-
Guys, I was like, yesterday I was at Mates and Ministry and it was very cool, and then like the headache like popped up again and I legitimately started tasting blood and I was like, I'm dying out here.
OD on some microdose.
I'm dying out here today.
milk.
But yeah, man.
On the real, bro, like a black person's tip, Vic solves in.
That's true, bro.
Put some Vicks on your forehead. Vicks on your chest.
Like, dude, I promise you, have a knee ache, bro.
Vicks on your chest.
Every black guy in the hood will know this. Castor oil is like the greatest thing ever made. You guys, it's
Right,
like
that's
the
not
thickest
funny.
medicine ever.
You eat-
and it like
You eat that.
you like put it on a spoon and it literally stays in your
Isn't that
throat.
when you got like an ear infection and pour?
Bro, it doesn't matter what it is. If you're sick, you put it.
So what if you got a rash?
Castor oil, bro.
Drinks.
What did they use the castor oil for, dude?
Bro, everything.
That
dude.
makes you go.
Everything, bro.
Stomach.
No,
stomach-
I
I'm gonna be on the toilet for the next couple of
On the
days.
real, haven't you seen like castor oil bottles like those dags there? I mean, yeah.
Is that a steroid, dude?
I mean, bro.
What is it? Castor oil. Like what is it?
They just get castor cement and it's and it's take a
Dude, I Jane don't know, but I Jane think it's like fish oil, dude.
Yeah,
I
man.
Jane thinks it's fish oil.
Dude, that stuff's horrible,
Hey,
eh?
man, that's disgusting.
It's disgusting.
But yeah, man.
Feeling packed. Just drink some castor oil.
But it'll help though. It'll help.
You released everything.
Yeah, man. Yeah, so I
for
might
2 days
just.
you'll be releasing everything.
Okay, let's
I
move
might just go to the granny's
feces.
place. Might just go to the granny's place and get some, some medication out here. Shout out to
It's also
like,
It's also
That's
good
the
punishment.
yeah, dude. If you're in trouble,
If you're in
you
trouble,
never wanted to.
come here.
It'll mess you up, dude.
Open your mouth and put some castor oil.
It's like,
Dude, how are they gonna open your mouth? Just don't open your mouth.
No,
Dude,
dude,
when
stop making-
dude, when the black
Black
mother
man.
says, hey, open your mouth, bro, you are going to do whatever
Nah, I
she
just
says.
won't open my mouth. Dude.
beating on my
You're gonna
back.
get beaten.
I'd rather get hit, dude.
You're not? Okay. Anyway, Linda.
yeah, bro. So yeah, guys, busy year, but it's good. I don't mind being busy. I don't really like to stress, so it's all good out here. Have you guys seen any interesting news lately? I have quite a deep one. Well, I don't know if it's deep, but it's pretty interesting. I found it pretty interesting. So obviously we reviewed Tarantino, Logic's album a couple of days ago, and then like a week later, all of a sudden, I think Dan said on like E News or something. So we don't know.
No, it's, yeah, they someone released it first.
Yeah, someone and
I didn't believe it at first.
I didn't read it either. I even saw it on like YouTube, but it was like a 15-second video. I was like, this cannot be true. So Logic and his wife broke up.
That's deep, bro.
And Logic's like that one. Well, Logic's like that one rapper who was like, oh, this guy's like living basically a normal life, plays video games, married to his pretty chick, and happy life. Happy life, happy wife. All that kind of
You
stuff.
got that tattooed on him.
Yeah, man. And then all of a sudden now, like you hear rumors. So I'll jump in and I hope I don't sound like super misogynistic, but I kind of feel like it's her fault. I feel like she did this guy dirty.
Okay, wait. First of all, think about it. Logic is earning millions
Rats.
in a very male-like dominated part of the world.
Cash. Right.
If you're telling me that dude is not
What do you
cheating
mean,
on his
the music
wife a
industry?
couple times,
so.
you're out of your
think
mind.
so?
So I think she was
I don't think
just
so.
like,
I don't think
as
so.
much as I love you, like you set up my career, I can leave you and be fine.
Yeah.
And you're cheating on me on the rig, so I can leave. But I have no basis on that. But I just think every single rapper has surely cheated on someone. Because there's so many women around them. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, like, what's his name? Big Sean cheated on What's this chick's name?
Janae.
Yeah.
Did he cheat on her?
Yeah,
Were they
bro.
broken up?
I don't know if they broke up, but I know he cheated with some other
Bro, he
famous
cheated
chick.
on, didn't he? Oh, she cheated on her husband with him.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it's like basically two people in a relationship hooking up.
That's wild, dude.
Did,
Nah, it's sexy.
did he cheat on Ariana Grande with Janae?
Oh my word.
Or did they break up already?
You're messing up over there.
Yeah.
Cheating on Ariana.
No, dude, she looks like a 13-year-old, dude. That's gross.
Dude, Lodge's wife.
No, Ariana Grande.
How much money she got, dude?
Okay.
She's like one of the biggest stars in the world. You're going in forever.
Nah,
Stay
I've
back
got too much of an ego, dude. I can't marry her.
Dude, but that's one thing I don't get.
What?
Ariana Grande and Mike Miller.
They came out of nowhere.
No, that is definitely like.
They came out of nowhere.
Nah, it was a strategic career move for me.
Dude, that's like
Did you-
Schoolboy Greenwood.
That Define Feminine album. That Define Feminine album went big because of her. Shout out to Mac, right? He knows what he's doing.
But also back to Janae Aiko. She can't break up with him because she has a fat tattoo of this guy's face on her hand.
That never stopped me.
Will you ever get your girlfriend's name tattooed on your arm?
Absolutely not.
I will get a hell of a lot of tattoos when I'm older, bro. But that is one thing I'll not get.
Yeah.
No, okay.
I mean, a name is fine, but if you're gonna get
Very
someone's
small.
face on,
Yeah, but like tiny, dude. Small.
I think just if you're still
Get out
dating,
face.
if you're dating, like, just don't get it because
Yeah.
anything can happen. You can get the tattoo, and then the next thing you know, like, she can cheat on you. Who knows? Something raw can happen. Like, doesn't matter how clean your relationship is. Anything can happen. At least if you're married and you know that you're committed to each other, then like there's less of like an embarrassment. But if you like doing that when you're dating,
I
that's
still wouldn't do it,
embarrassing.
even if
eh?
I'm married. That's just me. I still wouldn't do it.
yeah, but if the thing I wouldn't do it either. The thing if I were to do it, it would never be on like my arm or like a big chest piece. It would be like somewhere that you would never see.
Bro, that thing will be sitting on my bum, bro. Nah, dude, without a doubt, bro.
No, but like on the real, like when you date someone, could be like 2 years in, you're like, bro, she's the one. But she knows that you're the one. And then you're like, why not? Let me just ink her on me.
Yeah, but usually you don't tell the chick. Like the guy just comes and oh look what I got, and then it's just like she gets all scared now. Like
If I got told I'm gonna get a tattoo of your name, I said don't do it.
yeah, man.
I feel like you also need to. Yeah.
Yeah, but like also another thing that a lot of people do, what they do is they get a wedding ring tattoo on them, and then they just get the name, yeah. So like, bro, what happens? Like I feel
I would
like,
not do that.
I feel like I'd lose the ring.
Dude, literally, okay.
I'd lose the ring.
If you divorce each other, swag. If you bought a ring, that's done. Can I get it back? Let me sadly get some cash. Nah, her name was on your finger forever, bro. Now your kids.
No, but it's- bro, then think about trying to go find other chicks, bro.
That's not the end of the world, dude. Every like 50% of people divorced. If you go to ask someone like, oh, did you date someone before? And they're like, and they say no, it's like,
Yeah, I think on other terms, bro. But
Like it's
I just
kind of normal now. Now also another question. If you were engaged to somebody and you guys broke up, would you ask for the ring back?
100%.
Yes. Because it's not like she's buying you the ring.
Okay, but then we also check from a point of view. Let's say it's something that's been given down in your family.
Oh, it's like a family heirloom.
No, you have to get that back.
I need that back.
Otherwise, your dad would be disappointed in you, dude.
nah, dude, that would definitely be something that you'd have to get.
If she like got mad and like threw the ring in the river, I'm setting one of her clothes on fire. Like, there's no way I'm gonna let that. I'm not gonna let her get away with that.
I'll sue her, dude. For what? I don't know yet.
In the river.
The river.
Like genuinely, I'd like plant like a kilo of coconut in the car for the pops.
You're rough.
Get
No, then they'll do DNA check and it's just Jumps fingerprints. It's like, what happened here?
I'll be like, it's not my
It's not mine.
Think about it.
Whose car was it in the police?
Yeah,
You got a point.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You got a point.
You got a point.
Genetic evidence. It was in your car though. Like,
How do you think you guys would react to breakups?
not good.
yes, I think honestly, if my girlfriend break up with me now, tears for days, dude. Tears for days.
I'd be so broken on the inside, but they would never know.
I'm not
No.
Dan would be able to hold it in. I would literally, I think I'd break down before we left each other's company. Like, I'd get in my car and I'd cry for hours.
real.
Just the thing is, Dan, I think you would have it the hardest, bro. You and Amy been dating for how long now, bro?
Like almost 3 years.
Dude,
Hey, man,
think about that, dude.
Shout out to Amy, man.
Nah, Daniel would like shave his hair, his eyebrow.
I'd become depressed. It's true.
Daniel, if I were you, bro, I'd become like the ultimate sex. Dude.
Bro, I'd be pulling these chicks like all of
You
them.
know, really like getting like neck tattoos. Get like one tear
Keep your
drop.
photos up on Instagram of
Yes.
your girlfriend, and then you take photos with your new girls, and you tag her,
I don't know if anyone remembers that.
Bro, Amy's gonna come to you. Like, Amy's just
Remember looking up.
Drop you guys.
Remember looking up, we were like doing our like football game together. and some girl was frolicking to Dan. I've never seen this chick so happy in my life. She's like tapped it. Hi, nice to meet you. And she was like shaking. I laughed so hard, and then Dan turned around because she tried to call Dan, and she was sulking so much. You didn't see that, but you turned around and she's sulking because you weren't looking at her anymore.
Not respond to it.
Yeah, that's raw, dude.
That's it. I'm loyal. Amy, I'm loyal.
That was the greatest thing ever. But yeah, I don't think I'd react well. I haven't reacted well in past experiences. I'm a very bitter person. Let's just be honest about that. I'm a very bitter person. So yeah, I wouldn't be able to react well. What about you guys?
With me, bro, I'm a bad guy deep inside.
Bars.
But nah, dude, how can I say I'm a bad guy with good intentions? Let me say that.
Honest.
So
Honesty.
if we have a solid reason for breaking up, and I understand the reason why we broke up,
Okay, yeah.
I'll deal with it better.
Yeah, that's true.
But now if she left me for a guy, I'll be like, bro, come on now.
I'm become so petty.
Dude, I'm like, dude, why? Okay, now I'm not bringing that up.
Bring it up.
I'm not bringing it up.
Nah.
But hypothetically, if you don't I think if you move on within 3 months, you're a bad person, dude.
Yeah, that's true.
Because I'm still thinking about you, Now
I don't know. Maybe if you actively try and move on from the receiving perspective, you just broken and you actively try and move on and you can do it within 3 months, good for you.
2 months.
I think if it's a dirty reason that you left,
Yes.
or someone left, and then they're acting like they're broken 3 months later, but they're the one that ditched you.
Yeah.
That's just man up, you little.
What are you gonna say to me?
Chode. I knew you would say that. What about you, Tim?
Hey man, it'll be a rough time, but you have to flex on the gram immediately.
Oh yeah, of course. You need to bounce back on the gram. Show people that you're bouncing back.
I'm sorry, I don't respect guys who do that.
Why not?
Literally break up with the hun. Now you go on Instagram hey, it's my new girl.
No, not with girls, but just go bounce back and show that you're not
nice.
Dude, I'm saying that guy. I should be dude, live your life, be low key.
Bro, I just think it's not natural if you don't feel anything after a longer relationship.
Yeah.
Right? I just don't think that's a thing, dude.
The root of every relationship is if they break up, you feel like you are not adequate. You've just been rejected.
Yeah. Also, you feel empty, bro.
Yeah.
I feel
it's destroyed, bro.
Yeah. I feel for me, one of the best things about being in a relationship is always having someone to text and knowing there'll be a message back. I can go sit on the couch and be yo man, I know you don't care, but the team I support just won the match. It's it's nice having that person.
That's so nice, bro. Some of us literally when our DMs get dry, that's the end.
It's I only ever DM one person and I've only ever DM'd one girl and it's just chill.
It's always the biggest option. Go sit on the couch and speak to your dad. If not,
That sucks.
That is the sad side.
That's sad, bro.
But actually, what I would do,
single ladies, I let me, bro.
if that happens to me, I'll just start making money. If I broken up, if someone broke up with me, I'd go make money, a lot of money.
You can't just start make money.
No,
if you couldn't make money, there wouldn't be any point.
I'll do whatever I could to make money. I'll do whatever I could. I have to prove it to myself.
There's no more spending it on your goal, dude.
So, bro,
that's
Spending on your goal.
That's actually $1 grand a month extra. You save
I don't
yourself.
spend my money anyways.
Yeah,
Even when everyone's in town, let's go to McDonald's.
That's the first thing I think about. If I ever break up with a girl, this is a lot of money I'm saving now. Then the month's a lot of money
you
I'm
guys
saving.
think about how much you saving. I'm can I get a refund for what I spent?
Oh wow.
On the real.
Having a girlfriend's an investment, dude.
100%.
It is.
100%.
It is. Yeah. Canberra, how would you react?
Tell us about your love life.
Yeah, man.
Tell us about Cameron.
She has jungle female, by the way.
Bro, don't even bring that up, dude.
Oh,
It's not Cameron, bro.
So much you, Chief. We're talking about you, man.
No.
Cameron, have you ever kissed a girl?
Bro, let's keep that out of this.
He's a youngin.
Nah, bro.
Youngster.
Tell us your name.
Okay,
That was a
so-
long time ago, dog.
Okay, so tell us about your
Back
first
in grade
kiss.
3.
Nah, bro.
I'm in a primary.
Not that long ago.
Okay, dude, so tell us about your first kiss.
The first one, bro.
Yeah.
The first one.
I was a bit of a naughty kid, too. I'm not gonna lie. But okay, yeah, so
Yes.
it was with a group. I was trying to remember the right one. So it was with a good friend of mine that I grew up with, bro. And
This
You're not friends anymore.
eh?
You're not your friends anymore.
Oh, I haven't seen her for a while, bro. Like,
Yeah, wow.
That's the, you obviously went
You're
there
a
good.
dog, bro.
Nah, bro. She moved off.
Oh,
She's not in South Africa anymore, dude.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, she really wanted to get away from
man, you broke it, didn't you?
You murdered her.
My apprentice.
You got things to teach too.
Got things to teach,
Nah,
bro.
come on, bro.
Continue, man. Continue your story.
My story.
Yes.
Dude, my story, bro. Okay, so yeah, after that, I mean, obviously, growing up in the sandbox together and everything, dude. In the sandbox, bro.
You guys barf together, man.
Well, dude, I actually don't know, man. But maybe. It's that thing where you have your two parents that are close friends and you're at each other's house, stuff like that, for brides every Saturday.
So
But-
you kissed your family friend, bro. It's a bit weird. But then
Your cousin, bro.
So just nailing
It's initiation.
Yeah, I knew it was coming, bro. Linda told me yesterday, bro. I said, bro, don't think you come in here so easy.
Yeah, but be ready. Be ready.
Nah, bro. So, yeah, obviously it happened like that. Grew up together, and so, but then yeah, we went to the Europe, bro.
to the I struggle to believe you. There's holes in the story, dude.
Yeah, you skipped the entire part of this.
I mean, I'm trying to express that.
Okay, so
Was it a pick?
nah.
Hey.
Yes, Cameron's taking it easy.
So what's it? She owned a plot on like a farm.
she did.
She did.
Did the kid?
Well, bro, obviously not like that, dude.
The fam.
It's not like that.
Oh,
Go in there, bro, and obviously nice sunset.
Karen, you are a hopeless romantic.
Sitting over the tent. So yeah, I mean, things went down. Kiss happened.
Nice.
But I think it's when you mentioned the sun, right?
The
Yeah.
sun, dude.
Maybe.
The sun, bro.
Did you get to third base?
Hey,
It's not even a thing at that age.
He's a young man.
Well, I mean, this is not a thing, but like, you have the sunset, you know?
I have a tough question.
Gotta do what a man's gotta do.
That's true. If you have a good mate, and
Kisses your girl.
well, yes, that's a part two
I'm gonna
question.
kill him.
Here's a okay. We'll do that question second. But like the girl breaks up with your good mate, and then she like starts liking you. As the friend, what do you do?
As a friend.
And bearing in mind you're attracted to this girl, so let's not
Funny thing,
pretend like she's not pretty. Yeah.
We Jenny had this convo, I think it was Tuesday at varsity after school. So I was like, the only reason why I'd be cool with him if the chick broke up with me and said, bro, listen here, I like Tumi.
Yes. That's hard though.
Nah, dude, like I can't help it. Like,
I wouldn't take
like,
you out.
I can't help it. Like him and I suit each other. And if I go to Tumi and say, do you see yourself dating my girl?
It's a deep question, man.
Just comes out of the blue. He's like, hey, you see what you see? My girl.
So if he says yes, I'll be like, okay, like
No, but your heart will be shattered.
it'll be shattered.
No, it
I have to deal with it.
I don't think I'd have anything against
Then you have to
that.
hang out together still, like all together.
I mean, because I know I got good friends, so like I wouldn't be surprised if
Let's go.
somehow like a girl would also like my friends. So like I'm the best dude in there.
It just all depends how it happens, dude. If this chick, if you find out that she breaks up with you, and then you find out that she's been texting your best friend for like the past 6 months.
100% someone's catching hands, dude. Someone's catching. Someone's
That's
catching
it.
hands.
Yeah, man.
But if she said, I haven't been talking to Tumi, but him and I just vibe. Like,
Do you think? So like, if your ex-girlfriend, does she have to be accountable to you?
no,
Hey, when
she
you're
doesn't
friends?
belong to me, bro.
Yeah.
No,
but
but she
that's-
is your girlfriend,
that's
bro.
how
She's
it
not
goes.
your wife.
Yeah.
Some people think like that. They're like, no, she needs to.
Everyone thinks like
It's like
that.
you broke-
And it's pathetic, dude.
It's just all like pride. Like I'd feel disrespected.
Yeah, so it's all private.
Ownership, yeah.
Now it's like with guys who cheat, but then we like, yeah, but you chill with your friends all the time. I'm never with you. That doesn't make sense.
Yeah, man.
Like, you don't belong to me, bruh. Like, chill out, please. Take it easy.
It's like skewed ideals.
Yeah, man. And you too?
Yeah, man, you just need to take your pride away and say, this girl is not my property. And yeah, it'll be painful, but you have to go with the flow. If she likes your friend,
What can you do?
damn, yeah, what can you do?
What are you supposed to do, dude?
Would you stay friends with the person?
That'll be tough.
I
It
would
would be
try.
t- I would
because
try,
It's
yeah.
not his fault. It's not like he has. It's not like he has anything against me or him. I'd still be like, yes, bro.
Even he would be awkward.
Yeah, it would be awkward. Like, surely.
Yeah.
Because then you know, yeah, your best friends kiss this girl and you're just like, yes.
On the lips.
No, but like, also this, how do you say it? sorry to use this word, but homies over hoes.
So,
Like,
Shots Boondocks.
shout out to
Right now, that's the short.
But like, love is love, dude. You don't choose who you love. On a real, you choose who
I actually disagree. I feel like
Love is a feeling.
you don't choose how you like fall into like getting a crush and stuff. But I feel like you have to choose like I'm gonna make sure that I love this person even if I like fall out of like because if it goes in stages, even if I don't feel as like super attached, I'm still gonna love this person like I did when I was like at the highest of my feelings or something like that. So I feel like you have to choose to just kind of this is the person I'm gonna love and try my hardest to make sure they always feel good.
But you don't choose who you fall in love with.
Yeah, but that's when you establish, I think she's the one for me. Right now, vibe. But you're not like walking on the road and like,
I'm gonna love that one, yeah.
that one, I'm going to love
That's
it.
why
I'm going to love you. You like,
You tell Nigerian mode.
it's the same suit.
I'm going to love her.
But like, how can I say, like, this whole relationship thing, it's just like, it's a hard thing to do. And like, as guys, okay, I'm speaking from my side. I would expect my chick to have the same morals and ethics as me.
Yeah.
She must become me, but just a female version. Whatever I say goes. Like, no, I'm not saying I'm taking power. Right? I'm not a sexist, but like saying like, I want you to agree with me a lot.
Yeah.
Yes, girl, dude.
You're supposed to fight you, right? You're just gonna say what
you become one.
Exactly, like,
I think you're just wording what you want.
And we know exactly what you're saying. I know we know exactly what you're saying, but it's coming out so wrong. But
exactly, like, it sounds like I'm saying like,
you don't want to be. You don't want to conflict.
yeah.
You don't want to be controlling. Get that.
Like, okay, if I had to do, how can I explain? This is so hard.
You just want to be on the same page.
No, you're not a dictator.
You want to be on the same page. You don't want it to be like she wants this one thing that you're like completely against morally or whatever.
But then also, if you say you don't want her to do that, she must listen. That's also what you're saying.
Yes.
You're just telling Josh what he wants.
This is how you're gonna love Jobs.
This is how you will love people.
Like, but how can I explain it? Like, it's such a hard thing to explain without sounding sexist. Like, I'm not sexist. I have a sister, you know.
It doesn't look racist.
I'm like friends.
but I think you're trying to say like to grow together.
Yeah, like, grow together, but like,
Yeah, totally.
be about my household, you know.
I'm trying to save you over here, bro.
Jobs, you sound like you're trying to save you. Be about my hustle.
You're gonna get hunted by the honeys afterwards.
Okay,
Dislikes.
let me rephrase everything.
Yes, you need to.
It's late for that, dude.
Even though it's gonna even sound worse, but it sounds better in a certain sense. Okay, I'm not saying it.
There's such a build up for this now.
Dude, it sounds so sexist that I think about it, dude.
Let me
It
just
sounds
clean it
so-
up for you.
Let it loose. Let it loose,
We'll try and like clean it up.
We'll decipher it and elaborate it.
Okay, but I'm going to give an example.
Okay.
That's fine.
So this is what happens in my house. So my sister would be like, "Hey, stop acting like you are the leader between us two, we twins, you know? Like she was born before me, whatever, and she wants to be in charge.
15 minutes probably.
But like, if something happens in the house, she wants me to take control of it.
That is a classic, dude.
And come on now, you said you want to be equals in this, but now I must take most of the responsibility. Come on. If it's like that, then let's go by my book, you know?
Yeah.
Let's do things how I would normally do it. And then we'll change things for you as well. Put what you like that doesn't really work for the both of us in. That'll work for both of us.
Yeah.
That's just leading a relationship basically.
That's what I'm trying to say, bro. You know?
But also that wouldn't really work with your girlfriend, only your wife. Because you aren't your girlfriend's authority, her dad's her authority.
Okay, but don't you think that every relationship should be a test run for your marriage?
That's true.
But at the same time, you can't just immediately start test running for your marriage because the way you act is different. You need to try when you're
It's very
dating. You need to try and find out how the person is and establish how you would even start to test run a marriage.
But that's
You know what I'm
why
saying?
I personally think don't just jump into a relationship.
Yeah.
No, for sure.
Like I genuinely don't find, like I don't see the purpose of hopping into a relationship if you don't see that you're gonna marry the person.
It doesn't make sense.
You wasting your time.
Yeah.
You wasting your time.
You're preparing for heartbreak.
Exactly. And like people, like those girls, you're like, oh, my husband broken by so many guys. Because you hop into every relationship you see, dude. It's like potholes on the road, bro. Like try and dodge some.
Just like guys are just potholes, dude.
Exactly. There's certain potholes that
some
you
guys
just can't get past, and you have to hit it. You know.
Yeah.
And those are the guys you must get. You know. Don't just
You must
try.
pop your tire and break your axles and
Exactly.
Pause.
Couple times, you know.
Yeah, like with the pothole, you slow down sometimes, go into it slowly, get out.
Yes, that is deep.
Jabs, you
salvaged
you
yourself.
are a psychologist.
You salvaged yourself, bro.
Second round.
To me, studying psychology and judging those men, bro. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, right. You saved yourself, Jabs. All that.
Yeah, like, I was
Jobs,
just
Nah,
trying
that
to
makes
explain
sense.
that, dude.
It's cool.
Yeah.
That was a rocky start.
A rocky start, man. We're about to into the misogynistic.
Bishop Jabulani.
That's what I'm saying, dude. But like, yeah, like, I can't really explain relationships because it's a very complicated thing. It's two sides.
Yeah.
I'm also like hella young.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
But the thing
it's
is,
completely skewed. Like, it is. It's just but like at the same time, it's dope that like we can still just talk about this, and then in like 3 years see like yes, we knew nothing. Yeah. Like, that's funny growing up.
like, I've got friends my age. I'm like, yeah, dude, I just want to get a girlfriend, just chill out. And they're like, nah, dude, we're too young.
Yeah.
Like, then when you gonna start when you're 50?
That's what I don't want, dude. I don't want to be like 38, have my first kid, and the kid's in like grade 8 when I'm 50.
Bro,
Yeah,
like,
man.
literally, my parents have been together, I think, since my dad was 19. So my mom was around like 16. And like, my dad's 55 now. Like, you have to start young.
3 kids.
Exactly, but
And you're all finished now, dude.
yeah, dude, like, you have to start young in order to get a solid relationship, bro.
And then I'll tell you one thing that like I really struggle with is so like we're around like married people quite a lot, and I'm fairly young. I'm 21 now, and just within our space, we're always talk about like, and I mean like older married people, not like people like in their mid-20s.
Yeah.
They're always like telling us like weights and all that kind of stuff. I'm like, bro, like you guys are perfectly happy in your marriage. Do not try and tell me how you guys did your vibe on me.
Yeah.
Now I know that's not.
Also,
I didn't check my heart with that one, but like it's something that I do struggle with quite a lot.
but it's the era difference. It's like it's like someone the other day said like, as much as you don't want to believe it, there's nothing different from like my era. Guys like 40s. There's nothing different from my era of like youth than yours. And I was like, but you didn't have social media like that. You can't say that because. As much as now it sounds like, oh, you're just a teenager saying you can't say that, like you can't, because social media,
that's true,
there's nothing as as brutal in history that is just so like hectic. Like you can literally send one kid in the school completely under dirt without even coming face to face with them, just by sending a photo of them or something, or making up a rumor about them that you don't even need to interact with other people, and you can get that to millions of people.
No,
if
bro,
it goes
that's
viral.
the truth. Because I think in those days, because even just as an example with my grandparents, bro, they were together for like 62 years, dude.
Yes, that's
and
awesome.
they were both. So my grandpa was about, I think he was about 6 years older than my gran.
Yeah.
So I mean, they obviously met each other at a young age, bro.
Yeah.
But as you said, like, I don't think there's anything that people can say bad about them because it's just not like it's not like sent around as like that. But
Yeah, but like, that's right.
yeah, but like but I think the thing is, dude, like, yeah, I think then, like, it was just you get into it, you guys stay together, and then you just see where things go from there, and it's just like it's a long relationship, bro.
But
So,
it's
so different.
I can say with our grandparents' era, relationships and all that was more structured than it is now.
Yeah.
Right now,
I think it was arranged basically kind of.
yeah, like it was arranged. It's more solid. Right now, I could say I like one girl. She doesn't know that I've got 50 other girls in my DMs.
Yeah, and also like game with social media and WhatsApp, like even just like the power of the blue tick.
Yeah.
Like you can make a girl feel hella insecure just by like
message and out.
blue ticking her or saying like I'm gonna be somewhere and then
Bro, WhatsApp's
and then she
okay.
sees your phone being online at like 1 o'clock in the morning or whatever. And she'll be like, you're not texting me, so where you? And obviously that can just tie down to like your girlfriend's insecure.
Okay, dude, but Jordan, that does it, dude. I've had girls saying, sorry, I can't speak right now. I'm
I can see
busy.
them online.
Then I see their story, be like, yo, chill with my friends.
Nah, that is honestly
Any
the
plans?
worst. That is
Dude, when
honestly-
when I'm at someone's house or like I'm at a thing, I don't want to even look at my phone.
Yeah.
I'm busy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, but then you just give
And you can't get offended from that, dude.
No,
But
but
they,
you should.
you shouldn't, but they.
It does depend.
You can.
Because if you're doing that every single Friday and you're dipping plans to do that, and then you say, sorry, I'm not talking, then that's a bit. If it gets to a point where it's like, well, You do
No,
this.
but I'm talking like
regularly.
just like your friends. Your friends like, yo, what's up? I'm like, no, sorry, I can't chat right now. It's your girlfriend. That's a different story.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, but like,
Yeah.
like when a guy does that to you, I was like, okay, man.
I'm meeting guys all the time.
Okay. But if it's a chick that you possibly see something, not a relationship, but a good friendship.
You're mingling.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like you're just trying to get to know the person, and they do that. You're like, dude, come on. Like it does hurt. Like, don't say you can't talk to me, but you have time to be online and post a story.
Yeah.
That's just pathetic, dude. Come on, like we need to learn loyalty, guys. Come on.
I also think adults don't understand that social media has like messed up people's goals with relationships.
Yeah.
So
Getting more likes is more important than having like a fruitful relationship.
like people, I mean, adults back then, they'll see a girl or they see a guy and they want to date the person because they see like a future with them. Now people want to date someone, say because they're good looking,
Yeah,
and all that, so they can post it. Yeah.
Sex.
Yeah, man.
All that stuff.
Sex, and then they can post it on social media to say, look, I'm dating this really good looking girl or guy.
Yeah.
So like,
And I think that's like one of the main things why high school relationships are so looked down upon, or like not as encouraged.
Yeah.
Because it's like that's probably. I mean, I'm not saying that you can't have a good relationship in high school.
Yeah.
Don't you know what I'm not saying, but like I think just generally across the board, most of the time, especially when you're like younger than like grade 10 or grade 11, like a lot of the time you're just dating the person because they're like super good looking and you'll get tons of
Alright,
comments.
you'll
and
find
stuff.
that today, dude.
Yeah.
You'll find that.
You need to check yourself though if you're dating someone for some followers. Dude.
Yeah.
You need to check yourself.
Nah, like I think it was last week Friday. I was talking to some kid at Alpha, and then he's in grade 8. He said he's hardcore broke. He was in love with the girl,
Ew.
and they broke up because she moved away, like moved to a different province. Then I was like, dude, at grade 7, I think you were more in love with the thought of being in love than actually being in love with the person.
No, but shame, that's all the kid knows, dude.
Bro, it's such a
If rejection is still rejection, it hurts.
Nah, like it's still rejection, but I was like, dude, you can't say you were in love if you
Yeah.
didn't keep things going, even though she's somewhere else.
But how are you gonna do that for 5 years? Yeah.
Dude, my dad like was moving around a lot, and him and my mom were able to keep the relationship until he was back in SA.
Respect.
That's true love, bro.
So like,
long distance, I can't.
bro, like literally,
Bro, it's
nothing
just-
stronger than love, bro.
It's true, dude.
Love has no boundaries. And like I use that as basic as it is. It has no boundaries.
Love is an effort, dude.
Exactly.
Just natural,
But-
natural.
I won't lie, I do agree with adults a little bit when it comes to certain parts of social media, like children in primary school. The way they use social media is like very weird.
Yeah,
Like,
that's-
they don't have a childhood. Like they're posting like pictures of them looking all lavish and all that, but like they're not really enjoying like how we enjoy primary school.
But to an extent, the adults are right because even though we have social media, it's all roots down to the same thing. It's all about your self-image. It's all about you trying to discover who you are. They might have had like a different means or whatever when they were growing up, but still, it's a bit.
No, but that's the thing. We can't. Like we didn't choose to have social media in our time growing up.
Yeah.
It's true.
These kids did. Like they, why did I say they
You can't nowadays. You can't not have social media.
it's part of
actually
it's part of
you've
It's
told
just part of life. It's just part of life.
Bro, I'm never.
you can't function, dude.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be able to have university if I didn't have like my social media platforms, like
Yeah.
all the, like I'm talking about like Google and stuff now.
Yeah.
But still,
Bro, but that is true. But like for me, like when I started off in school, when I was like a little kid, bro, I got like a little cheap phone, bro, to call my mom and stuff like that, dude.
Yeah.
Nowadays, these kids are getting like freaking iPhones and stuff like
I
that.
saw grade 7 with the Apple Watch. I was like, this is
Yeah.
wild. Dude, that is for fitness, dude. What are you doing?
Dude, the week
grade
the
7?
iPhone 10 came out, that week at youth, I swear there was 15 kids with
15?
the with the
Just
iPhone
with it,
10.
right?
With
Just
iPhone
with
10.
it.
Serious?
I'm
That's
being dead
wild.
serious. I'm being dead serious. It was.
Dude, I'm actually, I've had a cracked screen for like almost a full
No,
year.
your screen is
It's wild.
cracked.
That thing is shattered.
It's literally falling apart. Pieces are coming off that thing.
Nah, it is, boy.
No,
I'm
it's-
humble.
But I feel like we had the best
Era.
Like
Yeah,
No, I feel like
great job.
just between. I feel like like if you're born like early 90s.
Like 93.
That's. I feel like that's the best.
Bro, listen, I also had a good thing.
Now, because it's still developing.
Yes,
I had
it's
an
still
amazing
developing.
childhood. I had an amazing childhood. I loved it.
Yeah, you're still developing. You got the same cartoons, and now you can basically work.
But really,
That's
social
just
media
time.
never infected our childhood, to say. It only really,
Yeah,
like
It's
Instagram, Twitter, social
high
media
school.
started booming when we were like grade 9.
Yeah. So luckily, like we got to just have a primary school.
Like, 'cause
with, like
yeah.
no like straight connection to your mates.
Because it was wild. In grade 7, I got Facebook. I was like, no, not grade 7. I was like grade like 5 or something. I was like, this is wild. And I just had Facebook.
Yeah.
I didn't do anything. I just had it.
Facebook was new when I was in grade 5, which is what 2007, I think.
Yeah.
And I didn't touch it for years. Like I just got it, and then I didn't touch it for years. And
my dad was like, no, you can't have Facebook, and I made it anyways.
Remember the days of Mixit?
I didn't even have Mixer.
I never had Mixer.
I didn't even have Mixer.
Why did you talk? You're younger than you. You weren't even born. Like my sister had Mixer. She was like 27.
I didn't even have
It was
Mixer.
like the first thought, bruh.
Yeah, I SMS the call, bro.
When I first got the first opportunity to like eventually like explore things when it comes to social media, man, I took it, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I took it, bro. But like then, I think after a while, I actually don't think it's worth it, dude. So I just continue to be a kid.
Yeah, it's so worth it.
No, but you have to find the balance too, because I mean, I played a lot of video games when I was a kid, but I still also played a lot of sports. So,
yeah, bro. You gotta be outdoors at least.
Yeah, dude, there's literally nothing better than being at a friend's house. Yeah, you guys play FIFA or whatever. Go outside and just like go play cricket.
It's a vibe. You just chill, bro.
That's the coolest, bro.
Yeah.
Garden cricket.
Yeah,
it just never gets old.
Nothing
never gets old.
Or something French cricket.
Yeah, French cricket.
Yeah.
Shout out to Valeria.
That's the thing, like most kids, like today, they more like a chill session with them will be we're all here, we'll chill on our phones, listen to music, but we're interacting on social media together.
Yeah, that's weird.
That's why I try. I make a personal like conviction to like not use my phone a lot when I'm out. So like Millie and I literally don't use our phones at all when we're out. The only times I use my phone is if I have to text my parents or whatever. And it's just for me personally, I find it like so much better because then it's like even like in moments, it's not like we talk 6 hours straight every single time. Like we're comfortable when it's just like chilling together, not talking. We don't feel the need to take out our phone and be like, oh, this is awkward. Let's just look on what's going on Instagram. Yeah. Like it's just nice being able to like find that place where you're just fully comfortable and like.
No, but like people,
whatever.
Like younger people can't deal with silence. Like if you're really close with someone, you can literally just sit for 20 minutes, don't even say anything.
Dude, for 5 years for high school, my mom took me to school. Every morning, got in the car. I woke up, I was like, yo, mom, what's up? Ate breakfast, got in the car. We didn't say a word until I got out the car. I was like, okay, cheers.
Yeah. No, dude, I'm pretty sure when you go to Jordy's house or you go to your house, you guys get a point where you guys aren't even speaking to each other.
Yeah, you're just chilling, vibing.
Like you're just chilling and then we're like watching something and be like, ha.
Yeah, it's about being with like the company.
Because that's so awkward when you feel you're forced to converse the whole time. That's just like.
But it's just a comfortable thing, bro.
Yeah.
Like it's just natural, dude.
Yeah, but you say that because like my really closest friends. Like I remember I went to my guy Phil's house and we were chilling like in his kitchen. I got that like we were meant to go to a movie. We went to go watch Fast and Furious 8 or the latest one that came out. And we stupidly went on the premiere without booking tickets and it was completely sold out. So we booked for the next day. So we go back to Philip's house and this was like at 8 o'clock. We're just chilling in his kitchen. And I swear, the next time I checked my phone, it was like 1 o'clock in the morning. Just straight up talking. That was the best time I've had in like a long time.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's not like there's anything wrong with just talking.
No, I'm saying like, I think it's
like the phone, like social media and using your phone can get in the way of having that and being comfortable in silence, and which basically just boils down and can get in the way of having like a healthy relationship, friendship.
Yeah, but I agree with you, it's company.
But then you can find time to spend quite well, dude.
Yeah,
totally. The amount of times where it's like I feel like I've been on my phone and I've just wasted my time, or I've like been involved with like a conversation like for as long as I have, and I'm like, yes, that was actually it. That was sick.
That's true, right?
One thing I've noticed, people who are like very popular on social media, like have like 3,000, 4,000 followers. Yeah. In person, they're really awkward. Like they don't know how to talk to people. Yeah, like because they're always here and they have time to share.
It feels like they're only like good at truth or whatever. Like,
you can feel comfortable talking through your phone, but when you're actually sitting next to a person and you've been talking to, it's completely like the most
Because on the phone,
you can just
you can think about what you said. Like before you type, you think
you can also
just want to say this.
Because you have that sense of security behind your screen, right?
You can also just press buttons to make it seem like you know what you're saying while you think about something and then you backspace it.
But in person, like you don't have that time to think like, oh, like what am I going to say now? Like it has to be flowing.
That's a good point.
But do you guys think that's where like people with stage fright and being shy get that from? Like,
Nah, bro, it's just
What do you mean,
social
social media?
Yeah, mixed signals.
yeah, like hiding behind your phone the whole time, dude.
No, but I mean,
That's
it's
good.
a person. It's probably like a character trait, like they are naturally more like reserved or shy, but it's exaggerated because of the fact that they've never needed to test themselves.
Yeah, I mean, for real, like that's how I try to get away with it. Like at the beginning of like Millie and I's friendship, I just try to be like, because I was so awkward. Like, I was ridiculously awkward. So I tried to just like hide behind my phone, but then it got to the point where I was like, this is actually ridiculous, because now you can talk on the phone, and then if I try and talk to her in real life, I'm literally just like a straight vegetable. Like I don't do anything. And I was like, no, this is ridiculous.
Yeah.
So I had to just be like, no, like I just have to deal with awkwardness. It comes to that point where you just have to deal with awkwardness.
Eventually, it just comes to the point where it's become so awkward that it's like
It's normal.
you just laugh and like, okay, whatever, I'm awkward.
Yeah.
Okay, let's
Like my
move
chop,
on.
yeah.
I always seem to like keep calm in those situations, bro. Because for me, I just find that I'm very like easy to talk to, like people, dude. Like it's just it's not a thing
Yeah,
where
you just go on, dude. Right?
dude,
When chilling with
princess.
Cameron, you literally just chill, say a few words, then he just takes control of the convo.
Those are the type of people I like, dude.
Yeah. Because you're being yourself.
I like being spoken to, then I reply.
Okay, yeah, but at times it does get a bit much.
Yeah, it does.
Okay, no, not too much, yo. Not too
Someone's just babbling, dude.
much. That's going on about them.
Verbal diarrhea.
Like, chill out, please.
But when I meet someone new, I'm fine. I'm fine with meeting new people. But if I'm like, yo, what's up? I'm Daniel, and they're like, yo, hi. I struggle to continue the situation.
I hate them.
If the person has to
I hate those
like
moments.
reciprocate some energy to me, otherwise I can't continue. I'm just like, yeah, what school do you go to? Eh? Oh, yo, what sports do
It's
you
just
play?
like the first week of varsity. It's just like,
Yeah.
oh, so what are you studying? This. Oh, where do you go to school? Oh, yeah, I went here. Oh, I think I've heard of that. Yeah.
But you haven't.
But you're just like, oh, whatever, dude.
But,
Like, just,
but I also think if you like meeting someone new and they come to you as like such a big shot, bro, and they like start being boastful and stuff like that, I also think that that's also a problem, dude.
no, I think you have to come like
Some sort of confidence.
like backstory kind of
Yeah,
thing. Like,
you have to have confidence, but if you're just gonna come, bro, with your like with your head up your bum, bro.
but yeah, like I'm studying music, and like we get given these like ensembles. So like Vitz put us into bands. So like the one dude that's like leading our band, whatever, he's a guitarist. He's in 4th year. He said like, because I was just talking about like the different cultures of handshakes. Like usually when we greet each other, or whatever, it's like that like kind of cupped handshake, like cupped,
And then the
cupped
shoulder,
handshake.
the shoulder knock.
And then like shoulder knock or like a handshake or whatever, or like cupped handshake into a handshake, whereas like it's like everyone's clicking fingers, and I was just like, yo, I've never experienced this. So this guy
That was
said
a
like,
very
this guy
nice-
said like from where he is, like from where his culture comes, like they come like open handed, like they walk towards each other like open hands, so that they see like just so like
No threat.
you have nothing to like hold back on, like you're not holding anything back, like you're not trying to disguise something, to disguise something, and I feel like that's like a good way. It's like you have to approach meeting anyone new, whether it's Vitz or varsity or anything, or like a girlfriend or a girl or whatever, dude. You have to be like, you have to just try and not impose yourself too much. You have to come there and just be like, we're both on the same page. We have no clue how to talk to each other.
But it's going to be awkward, so just who
it's gonna
cares?
be awkward,
It is what it is, yeah.
Just be yourself.
Yeah, but I think just on a natural, I'm terrible when I meet new people. Like I like with like in a forum like this, because I know you guys are really, like I know you guys pretty well, so it's easy. I can talk about anything, and then I know you guys will reciprocate conversation because we've developed that rapport.
Yeah.
But then like
That's
just
rapport,
right?
Yeah. Some language.
80% in
Science.
What can I say?
Jeez, bro, that's nice. I'm busy passing the
No, just, what can I say, right?
As we just sliced the story in half.
But yeah, no, I'm terrible at meeting new people, and then I think just this is like whenever, because people know me, like they'll get to know me, and then I'm like this with everyone that I know, and then they'll assume I'm like this when I meet new people, and I really am not. Like I'm shocking when I meet new people. I cannot make conversation to save my life. So that's just one of the things. Like,
I don't know if am I the only single child?
Single.
Nah, bro.
You have
I just
two
found-
sisters, dude.
Yeah, oh yeah, I have two sisters, but they're like so much older than me. But like,
Yeah.
I basically grew up a single child, so like I found that like at a younger age, it was way easier for me to communicate with adults because I never had like direct age siblings to always be around, and like even though I had friends at school, never struggled with that. But like, I just found it easier when it came to like parents being pastors and having people chilling in the
Like you
house like relatively often. Like it was zero issue, and everyone used to tell my friends like, "Oh, Jordy's so mature," and it was just like, well, it's not like I
Had a choice.
It's not like I had a. It's like it was the more natural thing for me. It's not like I was above my years in age or like smartness or maturity. It was just like that's what I adapted to because of the way I like had grown up. So I don't know if it's like that with you guys. Like if you found it easier to relate to people, meeting new people because you had like younger siblings with you, or
Well, yeah, I think for me, like myself and my brother, we don't get along the best. But I think definitely in terms of like what you're speaking about now, I think definitely like when it comes to meeting new people, it's a lot easier to talk to them and make conversation. But at the same time, I think you also still need to have that level of maturity, like when you're meeting adults as well.
Yeah, totally.
That you coming out from their kind of perspective.
Yeah, you have to be respectful.
But like, because my brother and sister are both like 6 8 years older than me, I also feel like I can like, because I'm a pastor's kid also, I can talk to someone that's years older than me, someone that's in their 20s, I can talk to them 100% fine. But if I see someone that's like 19, like my age,
I stress hard.
it's so awkward.
Especially like
I won't approach them.
Yeah.
that's the thing. Like we both have like I don't know, being pastors' kids, you get like an expectation put on you that like if there's a new guy,
You have to go.
it's your responsibility, and like it is. At the end of the day, it is. Like, it is like that's just what's laid on you. You do have to try and be like welcoming and stuff, but it is intimidating. Like it's so much easier to just because you know that like when you're 18, everything is so chill. It's like putty. It's impactful and stuff like that. But like when you're 27, no one cares. Like if you have a bad interaction with someone that is like whatever.
Stuff,
like,
I'm not seeing you.
Yeah, like whatever. But like an 18-year-old will take it to heart. It's like,
and it's awkward. There's so much like,
yeah.
Yeah, like
It's exactly that.
like
Actually.
I experienced the same thing, even though I have a twin sister.
yeah,
But like I get on with older people much easier
same.
than people our age.
Yeah.
Dude, it's like,
Usually, like speaking to someone my age or younger is just awkward.
Fact.
You just don't know what to speak about. But the older person, you have questions.
Yeah,
they've
that's the
got
thing.
knowledge to lay down on you, and it's nice receiving stuff the whole time instead of trying to make conversation when the person doesn't give a damn about anything.
Yeah, I also think people our age make like pre-assumptions.
yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
They think you're trying to act cool. They think they have like these ideas of
Or
you.
vice versa, like you say. thinking
No,
the
you
same
do. I do the
thing.
same thing. Yeah. Do you know what's awkward when you go to gym and then you see someone that's your age at the gym? You like, you know you're looking at each other, but like offhand, it's like, this is awkward, dude. I'm looking at him, he's looking at me. Who can do better? It's
No,
so
dude,
awkward.
but like if you're at gym, you see this biggest guy there who will come to you
Yeah,
and be like, hey, can I help you?
yeah, and then I'll
When
be
the guy
fine.
starts spotting you the whole time, you're like, thank you. But
Someone my age, I'll be like,
give a damn about you, bro. They'll literally just judge you and you're like,
That's the thing. It's nice. Like all the people like 27, 28 plus. They
They feel no pressure.
feel no pressure because they're like you are all the same. You have no clue what you're doing, and like no hate towards it.
Yeah.
It's just like
It is what it is.
Trying to help
just
us
like
out, dude.
they're just like I want to help you out. It's so much easier to just know like you're not getting judged. The dudes are just like, bro, we all know you lost.
yeah.
Just be cool. Like,
But I think
Just be cool.
when approaching people our age, the best way to just look at it is, just be yourself. It sounds corny, but just be yourself.
Yeah.
And then like, if they don't like you, like you just walk away. Like that's the same thing at university. Like you say you wanna just like speak to someone, and you speak to them, and if they don't like you, like okay, it's fine. I won't see you again. There's like 10,000 people over here.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
it's like 36,000.
That was a problem I had because like I went to like one church my whole life. I went to one school my whole life.
Yeah.
Everyone that I saw, I've always known. So if I was beefing with someone, it's awkward, dude.
Yeah.
Now if there's someone at university I don't like, I'm like, okay, I'm never seeing you again.
There's a big thing amongst people when it comes to this pre-judging before you've actually talked to them.
Yeah.
That's a big thing, bro.
Obviously, it's natural. Everyone does.
No, like it's natural.
Yeah,
like you can't.
It's like a defense mechanism.
Yeah, it's like you see someone who dresses bad for your like
Yeah.
that approaches you. First you're like, bro, this guy can't dress to save his life.
Or with me.
And then you get to know him, you're like, wow,
Legend.
this guy is a solid gent.
Yeah, with me, I have a limp because I broke like both my ankles back in primary school.
That was sad, dude.
So people think when I'm walking, I'm like, that hip hop.
Trying to play
I'm trying to look cool. And I went up to my friend. He was sitting with this chick. He's like, oh, I thought you were like this arrogant guy. He told you like you had that thug walk, but you're actually a nice guy, like a marshmallow. I was like, yeah, I broke my ankles. I'm not trying to go. To marshmallow, dude. To marshmallow.
Too marshmallow.
Yes, dude.
Yeah, man. So I don't know. I'm kind of the same. So me and my sister are 10 years apart. She's younger than me. So for like
for saying you had the older sister,
Nah.
dude, we've been friends for like 5 years.
Didn't know about that. So I was in job for like 10 years, but obviously I was a kid, obviously, when I was 10. And then like my whole like primary high school year, my sister was super young. So I, in a sense, kind of grew up with that mentality of being the only child. But me and my sister get along really well, which is awesome. But
I love the relationship you have with the sister.
Solid.
Just seeing that, I'm just like, bruh, I love
Bro,
this.
you do.
yeah, no, that's
Yeah, you can say you'll do anything.
yeah,
bro.
but that's I love that child, bro. What can I say? Yeah, but yeah, man, I'm kind of the same. But I'm one of those guys where I kind of need a common denominator to spark a conversation or spark a bit of interest,
100%.
which is, I don't know if that's like necessarily a good or a bad thing. Yeah, I think it's good in the sense that like if there is something, then we can click like easy.
Exactly, like
Yeah.
from that point, it's like if fashion / looking good or is an interest of yours, then that is something you can see just by looking at the person on the outside, and then you can know like, well, I might not click with this guy because so many of the things I like are based off fashion.
Yeah,
So many hip hop artists are extremely relevant in fashion. So then like I can kind of just assume, it's not judging, it's just assuming like, well, this dude doesn't care at all about what he looks like, so then he probably doesn't listen to hip hop, because if he did, he would look at these guys and think like, oh, I want to look like that.
Yeah.
Oh, I want to be like that.
But like from my point of view, my parents always said if you care about yourself, you carry yourself well, you look
Yeah,
good.
totally.
So
Like groom yourself
Yeah.
well at least.
Yeah.
Even if you don't wear the
even if
like,
you
the
choose
fancy
jeans and a
clothes.
t-shirt,
Yeah, you
Yeah.
it
can't.
looks solid. I'm like,
Just wash yourself.
this guy-
It's not like that, bro.
Yeah, like you care about your image, and if you care about your image, you're confident. Now if I see you literally look like a trash bag, dude, I'll be like, please, don't be my friend.
It's like when people say don't judge me. It's like if you can't be judged on your actions, what can you be judged on?
Yeah.
You smelly dude, I'm gonna judge
No,
you.
if you stink, then there's rightful judgment right there. There's rightful judgment.
No, that is true.
Yeah, so I don't know, like, just to go around, like, do you think it's well, I think we're more or less agreed on it, but like to have that common denominator, like not necessarily with like music or
It's
fashion.
fair. You can't have like a
Yeah.
one-sided conversation. That's
Yeah.
just lame.
Yeah.
Because even it's like, I mean, like, because we are like involved in like some form of youth ministry, or like
Yeah.
we go to these events with a lot of younger people, and then we always like are in a sense not forced to meet new people, but because we're surrounded by a ton of people,
You have to.
like you kind of do have to meet new people, and then when you are immediately you realize very quickly, I have nothing in common with this person.
Yeah.
So you need to. This conversation needs to end right now. Like,
Yeah,
That's why I find it easier when there's a group of people
Yeah.
and we all go to another group of people.
Yeah.
Because then there's like a couple like really extroverted people in that group
Yeah.
that do the talking, and then you can see the dudes on like the skirts, like they're skirting around the kind of conversation,
Yeah.
and then you can either talk to them
Yeah.
or you can ad lib into the conversation. And then like you make one comment, people laugh, and then immediately you're just like, it's a little bit, you're in there, like you're in there.
But as well, you also gotta have friends that will keep you on your toes, bro. Because as you were saying, if you got your friends that you guys just have like a one-sided conversation, you guys, there's gotta still be a
Yeah.
point where you guys can both have your own opinions about things.
Yeah,
that's really good.
If you
That's a
just
great point.
if you just have your friends that are like just saying, yeah, whatever you're doing is fine, like, because then they think, oh no, actually he's not gonna be happy with me because I'm not thinking that what he's gonna do is
Yeah.
gonna be fine.
That's the point of like,
Right, you gotta
having
have friends.
diverse
You
That's-
gotta have friends that can tell you, no, listen, bro, this is not gonna do well. It's not doing right. Because you gotta have friends.
That's the purpose of a friend at the end of the day, like.
Yeah, you can't just be yes men to each other
Yeah.
like all the time.
But sometimes you can have like a completely one-sided conversation. Not like, I'm not saying bad, like sometimes chilling with the young slice, and I'm not even looking at her, we just chilling on like the couch or something, and I'm just talking. She's like, yeah. And then sometimes I'll just be chilling, just looking at a wall or something. She's talking, and I'm like, yeah, okay, that's cool. Yeah. And it's not like it's awkward or I'm ignoring her, it's just.
I think it's cool like when you like both mutually agree on something and then talk around that. That's
Yeah.
fine. But then like if you're always like, yeah man, I think I'm just gonna do this thing. I'll go for it, bro. Like you need a friend to be like, don't be an idiot.
But there's not even like any dynamic in that friendship then anyways.
Yeah.
There's no like depth to
It's
it.
just a surface level, like,
Yeah, and that's literally how like I feel.
that's like most high school friendships.
Yeah, that's like how that's literally look back at high school, I'm just like the amount of people I was just like, yo man, like Gareth. Shout out to Gareth if you're listening to this, bro.
Gareth Billy,
Look at this song.
If you're listening to this, well done, bro.
Gareth, if you're listening to this somehow, you're living out in Bangkok, bro. That'd be doing good.
Yeah, man.
For real. It was always just like the dude would sit opposite to me in maths and we'd comment and it was like, it's the end of that. If he says something, I'll be like, yeah, but go for it. It's just like, there's no depth to it. Like, you want to have a friend that you can actually be like, bruh, you're an absolute
You're an idiot.
chode. Like you gotta change what you're doing.
That's my friend Tabo, you know Tabo.
Yeah.
That guy, we are complete opposites.
Dude, that guy.
Even on our heights, like he's like the size of it's from like my kneecap. But that guy, like if I do something stupid, this guy he'll give me like tough love and say, nah, bro, you're being dumb and all these
You're a
things.
clown, dude.
But and also it's the same thing with him. Like if he does something stupid, I'm like, nah, bro, you can't be doing that. So like that's why we're very close friends. Because like we keep each other in check.
Nah, bro, you gotta have friends who keep running.
So like, how do you guys feel about people, like new people, like you meet someone and they literally just give you everything they have. And they're like, this is
I hate it. I'll tell them literally take it back.
Yeah. Like they're a very judgy person. I come to them, they're like, yeah, nah, she's fat, she's ugly.
Oh yeah.
I found that
Okay, so like basically what I'm trying to say is when you start a friendship with someone,
Like you meet someone new.
yeah, like you give them a bit of yourself little by little.
Yeah.
Like,
Exactly. Keep it fresh. You keep it fresh, you know.
Like, do you find yourself?
I don't give people things that away.
Yeah, like
I thought you were talking about like if you have those like friends that are like trying to fit in and then they come at the point where they start buying you things and stuff like that. Like, I thought you were saying that, bruh. No, like being honest, like you have a new guy that you meet and you must try to fit in. Like and he's buying things. Dude.
Nah, dude, like,
Yeah, we all know a guy like that, dude.
yeah, like if you buy me things, bro, I don't say no to free things on the real.
Yeah, who would, dude?
Like,
You're gonna buy me a Coke? I'll take it. Yeah, thanks.
But I think it was start to push it a bit now.
common courtesy.
But what are you saying? Like,
Nah, like so, let's say you meet me for the first time,
yeah.
and we chilling, like I seem reserved. And they're like, yo, dude, I like those shoes. And like, nah. Then I'm like, nah, I personally don't like them. I think it's
that's weird, eh?
for like socialists and stuff like that. Like, I'm just a person like that.
No, you
That's toxic.
should literally just be like. I even saw like I got like two pretty good friends in like my music class because music class is small, and like even when we started hanging, like everything was kind of just like. It was like you don't want to. It's
Trying to be nice.
You're not trying to like avoid it, like avoid confrontation. It's just like I don't like that. And like one guy would just be like, well, why? Like not like hectic conversation, but it's like you're just trying to figure out what dudes think. And also like, oh, the shoes are sick. And then the other guy would be like, oh yeah, man, have you seen these?
Yeah.
And then you start understanding like
What he does and doesn't.
what he doesn't like. Because it's not like you're unloading your entire personality on them. It's just like certain comments throughout the day.
Yeah.
Just allow you to kind of just see little bits into what the person is.
With unloading
Who
your
the person is.
personality, do you think it's right for people to change their personality according to their friends?
Nah, bro,
And what
you
their
stay
friends
You
do?
gotta be an actual person.
yeah,
You can't be like a putty. You can't do that.
The thing is, I mean, you mustn't change exactly who you are, but you act differently in different scenarios. Like,
Yeah. But
it's not like I'm two different people at school and then at university, then at church, but the way I interact is different because it's not the same people. If you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I'm saying like it's wrong. Like for example, let's say I have friends who are thugs, and when I'm with them, I'm like, well, I'm in fact mode, but I see them sadly.
So you run to your chest, what's happening?
Yeah, now I'm actually hitting guys, even though I don't hit guys. And then I'm with you guys at church. I'm like, I seem like the biggest Christian out of all of us.
Yeah, that's not done, dude.
Like,
That's fake, dude.
like it's fake, but then that person is like just trying to fit in, and if that's how.
But it comes from a place of insecurity, though. Like they don't know their position.
Wow, Joe's insecure, bro.
Me, I'm not insecure.
Jobs is not insecure.
Like, how can I explain it? Like, I don't find it wrong, but I find it like it's not the best thing to do.
Yeah.
Like I'm saying,
You can understand how someone would do that.
Yeah.
They're just trying to.
But I feel like taking yourself down so you can try and fit in with others, bro. I feel like that can be a bit rough sometimes, dude.
Yeah, I mean, if you're not being true to yourself,
Because what if you literally don't find anyone who understands you, and now you have to be put in this position where you are different people, different groups.
that's how I can imagine. Like during our orientation week at varsity, there was so many different conversations about like if you're feeling depressed and stuff, and I can see like if like especially at our age where like. You're not like just this one single-handed person that has done one job for their entire life. Like you've done school, but you still have done like extracurricular things. Now you're at varsity, you're studying a whole bunch of different things. It's like you can easily just like how you might find no one to relate to when there's so many different things. Even guys in your same class, because like I've grown up where I've grown up, and these guys are taking like different modes of transport every day, waking up at like 4 o'clock in the morning just to get there by 7. Like, it's hard to try and find a place to relate in there, and you can easily get lost in that and just be
So like,
do I even belong
do
here?
you ever find yourself holding back about talking about money? Like, let's say with us, you know our parents have cars.
Yeah, you got a house.
Money's not a problem. You
Yeah.
find yourself holding back
Yeah.
with money convo with them.
Yeah, but I don't think that's being two-sided. That's just being kind of respectful because, like,
It's a little bit toxic.
we're lucky enough to have gone to school consistently, like the majority of our lives at least.
Yeah.
And now, like, there's a bunch of guys around me where, like some guys literally have grown up in like rural areas and stuff like that. And you can't just be like, oh yeah, man, I go to school all the time. Like, even though that's like, what should be expected? It's just like you got to read the situation and read the conversation.
So
you got to be like,
would you say with my question, it's best to rather hold back than change your personality to fit other people's personalities?
I don't think it's easier to hold back and still be friends with someone.
You have to learn how to integrate.
Yeah, it's easier to hold back and still be friends with someone than it is to fully change your personality and keep swapping between the two. Because then you're like fully changing what you're thinking.
Yeah.
Like, whereas if you're holding back, you can just be like, well, these guys just need to dig me for what I'm putting forward.
Yeah.
And if they don't, then like it is what it is.
I feel like I naturally just hold everything personal back from people. I don't.
Yeah.
Like I'll be a good friend, but you won't know like personal like how I feel.
Freaking Sivewright move there.
That is a Sivewright. I've been friends with some people for years and years, but they do not know the inner workings of me at all.
100%. I've been friends with him 5 years. I don't think him and I have ever had a deep conversation.
I struggle.
How?
Even with my own girlfriend, she's like, "Do you feel emotion?" I was like, "I'm trying to. Dude. I'm trying."
Like with also like Jordan, he's very open with his emotions.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, cries all the
Lover
time.
boy.
like with Jordan, I think I've had more deep convos with him and stuff like that. Whereas
I can't.
Dan,
I don't.
I've tried to like I've genuinely tried
can't
to
do
have
it.
one.
I'm bad at it.
It's a brick.
I can't. I've had one with you.
It's a brick, though.
I've even had one with Cameron.
Yeah, bro, I'm very open.
I'm sorry,
But
Joe.
Dan, oh my word.
I'm sorry, Joe. It's my natural instinct, dude.
It's actually so hard. Like being friends. Like I think you've made. Like if you're someone else, I don't think I'd be your friend. Like genuinely. I can't stand people who like hold back.
I can't open up, Jobs. I'm sorry.
Now, like with Daniel, at least like there's that thing of like I'm here for you.
Yeah.
And like I agree with certain things you say, but like if he was a stranger and I met him, I'll be like, dude, like stuff off.
Let's go.
Like go break an ankle. Like with him, it's very different.
Yeah.
He's like he holds back. He's deep emotions.
Yeah.
But he doesn't like it'll be nice one day to like get to know who Daniel actually is inside.
There's a few people that know me.
Hopefully one day
To
I'll
the bay.
get me vulnerable or something.
But if you can get to that point where, like, I don't know if like you can say friendship gets so close that you can actually open up to them, then they know you more, bro. Then they know what you're about, and I feel like they can support you better, bro.
Yeah, Dan, come on.
Come on, bro. You can get extra love.
Now you guys attack me. I'm never opening up.
Bro, you can get some extra love from Amy, dude, if you just open up more. Dude.
Hey.
Extra love from Amy.
Love quotes by Cameron.
Baby, let's get it.
Hey guys,
Man's gonna do. Man's gonna do.
just starting to wrap up, let's just shine some light on our homies right now. First of all,
Panache.
Panashe couldn't be here. So you're probably missing their voice. Shout out to the doctor. That's a
Yes.
good homie right there. So just for you guys, who are some of your closest friends, man? The ones you've been friends for the longest. These are the mates, you know what I'm saying?
Like the longest.
Not necessarily the longest, but there's like the most quality friends, or it can be the longest, you know what I'm saying?
Let me start, boys. I need to leave soon.
Shout out to Daniel.
Shout out to Dan, bro.
So of course this is the squad, but I'd probably say like my closest friends are Jordy, the young man across the floor.
Yeah, it is.
Toby.
Toby, bro.
Of course,
T-boy.
the Bint, the young Amy, my brother and sister, and that's probably about it.
Yeah, I think literally like the exact same people. Like literally Dan, because I've known Dan since I was like 2.
Yeah,
And then
Your friends.
Toby, Dan and I have just been like
grinding.
literally just grinding from like whatever grade
Grade
6.
7, 6.
Yeah, grade 6, 7. And then obviously like Millie, but that's not in terms of like I haven't known him for as long as like I've known Dan. And then yeah, I would say my sisters, but like I just think even just in that way, like yeah, I can't even think of like who else from grade 1. That's not really it. Yeah, so I'd say like then I would also say my sisters. Yeah.
Yeah, so my closest mate's kind of Justin Princely. Shout out to Justin.
Shout out to
Shout out to Justin. Bro. I'm gonna go visit the
He's
man.
coming to visit you soon.
Cornwall.
Gonna go visit the man in a couple of weeks. Super excited. UK trips and all that. So yeah, we've known each other since about grade 7. We did the entrance exam for Kings, and then we both decided not to do the Afrikaans exam, and then that's how we just started chatting for like a whole hour, and that's pretty much it. And yeah. Then I have like some of my closest mates, Phil, shout out to Phil, Jason, Gabriel, Ronald, the black crew, black team, all Zimbabwean and Kenyan, you know what it is, and we've just been friends since like
Black Panthers.
Black Panthers, bro, Wakanda. Yeah, we've just been friends since high school. Ronald was probably out of that particular group. Ronald was the first one. Me and him became mates like super quickly, and then Phil and Gabriel probably towards grade 10 onwards. Him and I, we've just been super mates, and Jason is Philip's brother, so we've just been close ever since. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Cam?
So for me,
Pause it. Peace out, y'all.
Hey, cheers, Dan.
Shout.
Shout to Dan.
Just say it for me again, and you can actually like tie them together probably well.
okay, so for me, I got one friend named Jordan Timberlake.
Oh yeah, I know that guy.
Timberlake.
The Timberlakes. I don't know, Keaton and Hudson were in the higher grades at the time in the school. But for me, one of my closest mates must be Jordan. He left the school quite a while ago. But yeah, I still keep in touch with him. But yeah, him and I also been here since like Little Flock and stuff like that. So I mean, we obviously grew up together in the school. Then obviously, I don't know if you guys know Loazi.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, Mr. Ndlovu. I've also grown up with him because essentially a lot of us all came from Little Flock. So I mean, we've known each other since we were quite young. So yeah, I mean, those two are the main guys, bro. Yeah, then obviously like knowing some guys from out of the school as well were also like family friends that I've grown up with.
Yeah.
But yeah, then obviously the gents, yeah.
Yeah, but of course,
Yeah.
it's a team.
No, but like I forgot because I just haven't seen the dude in so long. But genuinely like Taran. I miss that dude.
Bro, I saw that guy.
So
I
much.
saw that guy on Friday, dude. And I was like,
He
this
was
guy
here
has to
Friday.
come to youth.
Yeah, I know.
He has
He
to
told me to come, but I was like, dude, I wake up at 5 every morning and I get back at 6. I'm not gonna wake up at 5 again. I'm sorry to go to Fresh Friday, but like I miss that guy. He was so solid to have throughout high school.
That's a G.
Shout out Bums.
Also, shout out to my friend Jason Kubrick, also one of my closest mates. In a second. He's around. What am I saying? He's around. He's a G.
With me, as this guy, Emmanuel.
Hey,
I've been best friends since grade 2. Like he's like I don't even consider him a friend. He's like one of my brothers.
Yeah.
Like we're super tight. And then my cousin, him and I, like yo, that guy. I could tell that guy anything. If I killed someone, I would die. I'll tell him, bro, I killed a guy. And then obviously you guys went to school with here, Byron, Twan, Caden, and Donovan. Shout out, gents. And like, Tyron.
Yeah, man.
Tyron and I are tight. And yeah. So, yeah.
Yeah, bro, I actually miss that guy, dude.
I miss time, bro.
Yeah.
Shout out to the Croft.
Shout out to the Crow.
Not having someone to complain about something with, bro.
100%.
You know, if you complain about something, Chan will complain with you.
Yeah, he would.
He will complain.
He would support you. He's a good friend.
And for me, man, the boys at Foy's, like we all were
Foy's
new in
gents.
grade 10. So we had to chill together because we were new. And it's just like Tabo, shout out to Tabo.
Mr. Israel.
Shout out to Israel as well.
Mr.
Yeah,
Israel.
Tabo, Tim, Ronald, and of course my boy Asher. Way
that's
back,
a legend,
grade 2,
man.
man. We go way back.
Shout out Ash.
And of course the boys here,
Yeah, man.
that we made grade 8 and 9. Jigga the young one go way back.
I was about to say, we
Grade 9 was a legendary year.
Yeah, grade 9 was because man, we had the soundtrack of the decade. It was the best time of our lives.
Yes.
But yeah, we go way back, man.
Way back.
Way.
When did we become friends?
Huh?
When did we become friends?
I don't know when we become friends.
Because we knew.
It's kind of like just
Yeah,
eased into it.
no, because we were friends at Kings. Like we always chat and we had like good like convos and stuff. But I think when Absol's album came out, that's when we really became friends. We started chatting. And
That's also me with Caden. Like we became very close over
That boy.
Absol. Yeah, I remember.
All
that.
three of us, bro. We just used to like spend every Saturday at athletics meetings and stuff, just listening to Kendrick and like it was crazy
Yeah,
memories.
I was also there, so I don't know why.
wow, you know?
Of course, Jobs was there.
And then you and me, what happened here? What happened with this? How did this?
It
How did
just
this
started
thing?
when we kissed for the first time.
Ah, wow. It was very intimate. I remember that.
It was literally just youth, surely. It just came through from youth.
Yeah, because
And then I came out of my shell in like grade 9-ish. And then, I don't know, we were just into the same things.
yeah, just
I think
it just kind of clicked, yeah.
Yeah.
Just kinda clicked.
You know how we became friends.
Yeah, we
Shout out Derry.
But then look what she did. Look what she caused, bro. Give me a five, bro.
Boys.
Ish, yeah, so
Some bro.
Don't bring up names over again.
Yeah,
guys.
I will bleep that out. Don't worry about it. No, but I think we it was a similar vibe with Jordan. Like we had a lot in common.
Yeah.
And then we used to chat a lot, and then just mutual events.
Yeah.
And we're like, this guy's actually pretty cool. Let's hang.
So the first time we ever hung out was
We're setting up for like a youth camp thing.
Oh, yeah,
Remember?
yes.
And I was literally, I didn't say a word to anyone. And then we were like, I don't know, I just remember you telling me like you thought I was cool. And I just didn't do anything. And then like, only later on in the year did I like actually come out of my shell.
Thinking about it, me, you, Dan, and Tumelo became friends. We did camp. It was a forest chilling.
Yeah. Yes, that was memorable, bro.
That was
I'm gonna make me cry with you.
I think back to like those days and I was like, yes, dude.
Yeah, it was a
I
good time.
miss it.
It was a good time. And bro, the boy Cam out here, bro.
Let me tell you how I made Cameron my.
I don't think there's anyone
Guy
on
who's-
the planet I respect more than Cameron.
Yeah, man.
yeah, you're a legend, dude.
This guy's been around.
Tech.
And whenever we were like setting up, like when I started getting super plugged in with youth and stuff, Cameron was like the constant. He was always there, and then that's how we became friends with music and stuff.
Freaking so consistent.
Yeah,
he's a legend.
Very a legend, Cam.
yeah, bro. I think that's definitely the main thing. I mean, obviously being in the same school as you guys.
Yes.
I think I knew you and like Justin at like quite a much younger age, but like it was just like of like seeing you guys and like saying a couple words, but that was
Yeah,
it.
because we used to like help out at church, and you were there.
Yeah.
And we were like grade 12, I think, by then.
Yeah.
And I think it was like grade
Grade
7.
6 or
Grade
7.
Grade 6 or 7. So we knew since then.
Yeah, and then I mean I knew Jordy quite well.
Yeah.
Because I don't know, Ash used to connect to me quite a bit when I was a kid. So I mean he obviously used to talk to me about things and stuff like that. And then I met Jordy because I mean he's always playing these drums here. Always had his guitar here and he was playing, dude. And then Mr. Chubbs.
Yes, sir.
Talking
Jigger.
I don't know. I think also.
I that Jane don't know how we became friends.
Yeah, bro.
I'll be lying if I said that.
Yeah, me and Cameron was in the rain. He was searching for his life and searching for his purpose. Then he found his mentor, Master Splinter.
Yeah, gents, that was a nice way to end.
Lovely.
That was a
This
good
was a
moment.
deep chat
Yeah, man.
from the get-go.
It was, bro. This is a good one, guys. First of all, shout out to Panashe.
we miss you,
one of the
man.
ocean members of the.
Go on, man, I forgot.
Who you at though?
You'll see him next time.
Next time, bro. You know Panashe is coming back.
So I'm an official member of the Art Dealers now.
What do we say, bro? What are we saying, bro? It's Cameron and
My princess, you did good, man.
You did good, bro. You did good.
Yeah,
Well done, bro.
We'll see you.
Can we just say, bro,
My
this is a new venue. Shout out to Cameron for helping us with this, bro.
We're in the stew.
We're in the studio.
Where you at though?
Where you at though? Shout out to Andy. Shout out to Andy for helping us also. So yeah, guys, this is the Art Dealers, episode 2. We out here. We out here, boys. Peace out, guys.
Peace out.
Just.
His job is a snow bunny killer out.
Somebody's waiting.